The best news humanly possible is here. We have made the playoffs. I know it's not like we were even close to it. We just blew out the entire competition, 107-55 on the year. We advanced past the wild card. We're about to see what chump is actually going to be able to play us in the next round. Now, before we jump into the playoffs game, I want to show you guys the awards really quick. Kendall King, of course, is absolutely killing it. A 353 average, 73 home runs, 197 RBIs in the entire season. This dude had a monster year and, of course, walks away as the MVP. Now, he won it last year in 2022 and in the American League in 2021, as you can see in the right-hand side, he won it there as well. But this year, it's Mike Trout who takes the award for back-to-back seasons in the American League. Your batting title this year, of course, goes to Kendall in the National League. On the American League side, it goes to Harry Lowry. The Cy Young in the National League goes to William Gillespie. On the American League side, he goes to Jeff Hodge, who is 16-4 on the season. A decently high ERA, but still, he was locked in for the majority of the season. Surprise, surprise, Kendall King is also going to walk away with the Hank Aaron Award in the National League, winning it last year and then wins it again this year in 2023. But the award that matters the most, look, this matters more than the MVP to me. Kendall King is going to win the very first Gold Glove in his entire career. I know it's hard to believe he's been in the league for like 8 or 9 years at this point. He finally has a Gold Glove. If you guys are hyped for that, make sure you guys crush that like button down below. Make sure you guys leave me a comment down below and tell Kendall how you feel about him finally winning a Gold Glove as he gets ready to go into the playoffs to try to win a World Series. Now, a lot of you guys have also wanted to see if Kendall could actually win the Triple Crown, but let's check and see if he can. So a 353 batting average, 73 home runs, which also led the league. If he can get RBIs, he will be a Triple Crown winner. And in RBIs, he shattered it. I mean, no one was even close. If you compare the American League, no one was close in RBIs, no one was close in home runs, and no one was even close in batting average. This dude won the unanimous Triple Crown, dominating the entire league. And last but not least, we're going to check out Kendall's attributes. As you can see right now, this dude is a 108 overall. That is crazy. He is the highest rated player in MLB history, the first 108 overall player in the league. Now, as we go down, you can see that he's dropped a little bit. His power's up to 108 with the boost that we've had. Some things have went down. You see -4 for his left-handed hitting, but he still is above 100, so that's all that matters. His batting clutch is still 108 at this point. On the other side of things, a lot of minuses, as you guys can see here, but still, Kendall is still killing it. He's got some work to do, but he is getting a little bit older now. He's starting to decline a little bit, but we think he's still at his peak. But most importantly, we're going to try to go out here and win our playoff game today and make sure we can advance closer to the World Series. It is time for the playoffs. We are here in Wrigley Field. Today we're facing the Atlanta Braves in the 2023 NLDS Game Number 1. Now, the pitching matchup today is Clarence Laws versus Felipe Espinosa. You got a young guy versus kind of a guy in the middle of his career, but our Espinosa guy has only been in the league about 4 seasons. We're going to see what he can do today. Now, the Atlanta Braves are up early with a 2-0 lead. Really, we won 107 games. This is a wild card team that's playing us. We cannot let a team like this get up on us. And Kendall, that is quite possibly the worst play you've made to start a ball game off. The guy gets on base pretty easily there. Okay, here's Kendall. Not so good in the field, but at the plate, let's see what he can do. 49 stolen bases, 1 shy of getting 50 again in his career. Kendall, your team's down 2-0. It's early in the ball game. Nobody on, 2 outs. Let's make the Braves play here. First pitch is going to be in. It's low. Kendall's going to rip it up the middle of the field. That one's going to drop shy of the center fielder. And your boy Kendall King is on first base and ready to try and score some runs here. Now, Anthony Rizzo, of course, is up. This dude is known to choke. He has 2 strikes on him, which is never a good thing. We're going to try and get the stolen base regardless, though. Kendall with a decent jump. Mr. Rizzo's going to pop one over here. It looks like to the shortstop, and that couldn't have been easier for him. So the Braves are back up to bat. This time they have nobody out. They have 1 runner on in the top of the second. Still a 2-0 ball game for him. Let's not choke like we did the last time. This ball's going to be hit over here. Kendall's going to try to go to second base. The ball's coming. He's going to try to go to first base. Can he get it through? He does, just in the nick of time. The double play is there. The Gold Glove shortstop makes it happen. Now, Kendall is back up 1 for 1 in the day with that single in the first inning, but still, the Cubs kind of need some runs now. As we advance to the bottom of the 4th inning, nobody on, nobody out, and a 2-0 ball game still for the Atlanta Braves, who are chugging along nicely. First pitch is going to be a 4-seam fastball outside, so a layoff for that one. Kendall looking for something here with the 1-0 count. That was across the plate. Kendall rips one to right field. The right fielder is going back. This one's trailing deep. It's going to be off the wall if nothing else. This one is going to be gone. A round tripper for your boy Kendall King. A solo shot. 1 RBI, of course. And Mr. Laws, yeah, you just gave up a pretty deep home run to a legend. And with 1 swing in the bat, Kendall King has cut the lead in half for the Atlanta Braves. 381 feet in that deep shot to right field. The home fans are beyond hyped right now for Kendall going deep. Now Kendall's back up, the home run, the single, the RBI, 2 for 2 on the ball game. The fans are giving this dude a standing ovation, except for a couple of them which are still sitting down. But look, we'll give him a pass on that play. Now, bottom of the fifth, a 2-2 ball game, a runner on first base and 1 out. They go for a pickoff play, and the runner is going to be safe. Kendall's waiting for that first pitch of the at-bat. This is going to be across the back half of the plate. No reason to swing at that one. They're going to get Kendall out easily at first base. For the first time in today's ball game, Kendall is going to get thrown out. Now, here in the field, we have a 3-2 lead. Top of the seventh, this ball's going to hit over here towards Kendall. Just got to make the play, Kendall. Nothing fancy, nothing too crazy. Lock that one in. Took his sweet time on that one, but still, we got the out, and we're going to be okay. Now, in the top of the seventh, still a 3-2 ball game for us, but a runner is on second base, so in scoring position. 2 outs in the ball game. This ball's going to be hit over here to Kendall in the hole. He's going to play it nicely. He's got a chance. He's got literally all day to throw it over here to first base. Gets it over to Rizzo, and that is going to end the inning with no run scored. Now, moving on, Kendall again, thrown out in his last at-bat, but 2 for 3 on the day with a home run, a single, and that nice little RBI that helped get the offense going for the Chicago Cubs. In the bottom of the seventh, with a runner on third base, 3-2 ball game. We have to knock this guy in. We're not going to bunt, though. It is definitely not team bunt. We're going to use our showtime here, though. The ball's going to be coming in. This one's going to be low in the dirt, so we're going to lay off of that one. It could have been a pass ball, but the catcher makes a great play to stop that one, avoiding that run scoring. Now, look, we have a 3-2 lead. There's literally a runner on third base, and there are 3 balls and no strikes. Logic says not to swing, but if this ball is nice, we're going to swing for it. This one's going to be up high. Kendall's got a chance. He's going to try to rip this one in. That's going to go up the middle. The RBI is there. Most people would not have swung at that one. It's high. It's tight. It's a 3-0 count. But Kendall says, let me get this RBI and extend our lead. I'm going to swing at that one. Now, Anthony Rizzo is up with a 3-1 count. This dude is literally 0 for 3 in the ballgame with a couple of ground outs. Let's see what we can do here with Mr. Rizzo up. Kendall goes for the stolen base. He's got a really good jump there. Rizzo's going to get possibly thrown a strike there. This ball's going to be a pass ball. Kendall could have possibly went for third base, but instead, we're going to stay at second. Rizzo now has a full count. Now, here is Anthony Rizzo again. We have a chance to steal here. A little risky, but it is a full count, so we're going to go for it as soon as that pitcher's leg moves. We're off to the races. We got a good jump on him. This ball's going to be right there. Looks like a strike. Anthony Rizzo is thrown out, but we get the stolen base. Now we're on third base with a chance to score if a base hit can be coming through. Now here we go with Cole Scruggs. A bunt would be pretty nice right now, but 1 out, 2 strikes. Here's Kendall on third base waiting for something with a 4-2 lead right now for our team. Ball's going to go in. Cole Scruggs swung incredibly early, and that's going to be a strikeout. Now there's 2 outs, a single strike, and Kendall is chilling on third base. Can someone finally knock him in to give us a 3-run lead and have us feel a lot more comfortable about today's ball game? The ball's going to go in. Marshall's going to hit one up the middle. This one's going to go to the second baseman. He throws it off his back foot. This one's up. They say that he is actually out. Kendall was just a step away from being safe. Instead, a great play by the second baseman, and the Braves got out of that inning. Now here we are on the top of the ninth, 1 out, nobody on. We can get 1 out. We'll be 1 away from ending this ballgame. Now it's a chopper hit over. Kendall says, "Get away, third base," and this one is all mine. We're going to throw this dude out, no problem. And a laser beam throw to get the run around at first. 2 outs, 1 runner on. It's a 2-run ball game, a 2-1 count. What's going to happen here? This ball's going to be popped up. Oh, Kendall, you got this? Whoa, Kendall, back up a little bit. Don't drop it. Just play it safe. And we're going to get out of the ball game. A great play by Kendall. He gets the throw out. He gets the pop out. And we're going to walk in here with a 1-0 lead against the Atlanta Braves in the NLDS. If we can win the next one, we'll be up 2-0. And then if we keep winning some, maybe we can get our way back into the World Series. The smell of victory is still in the air after how well Kendall played in the last game. We're up 1-0 against the Atlanta Braves. We're back here at Wrigley Field. It is time to get win number 2 and walk out of here with a W. Now, pitching for us today is Juan Ferreira. This dude is 9-11 on the season. And yeah, someone call 911 because I don't feel overly confident about this dude's performance today. Now, Eric Hosmer is on the plate right now. They have runners in. Looks like 2 runners on, 1 on first, 1 on second base. A full count now. Hosmer's going to rip one over to the second base, and we're going to move our way over here. Look at the throw. Look at Kendall flick the wrist, get it over to first, and we get the double play. What a snag there by Kendall to help us get 2 outs there with runners on base. Here comes Kendall, 353. You guys, I'm not even going to say the numbers anymore. You guys know the numbers. So far, he's killing it in the postseason. He killed it in the regular season. Let's keep this momentum going. On the bottom of the first, unfortunately, nobody got on for us, and both of the guys in front of us ended up getting out. So the first pitch of the at-bat. Oh, whoa, Kendall. We should probably not be swinging at those. I think it's a pretty good rule of thumb. Whenever a pitch almost hits you, it's probably not a good idea to swing at it. But look at this. We get our own firepower back at the pitcher. We're going to get it stopped. And look at Kendall. Hits the ball off the pitcher's ankles, possibly injure that dude. The second baseman snags it, but Kendall is still fast enough to get over to first base and leg that one out. Oh, Anthony Rizzo's up. It looks like the pitcher is actually going to be okay here, so we're going to lock in. We're going to try and get a stolen base again. We had 2 last game. Let's try and get 1 more here. Kind of a late start on that one. This ball's hit up the middle. Kendall's going to make his way over. Oh, the second baseman all the time in the world because Anthony Rizzo is possibly the slowest player in the league. Here we go, 1-for-1, the single in the first inning. If you don't remember, we hit it off the pitcher's legs. We got on base, and then Anthony Rizzo sort of messed up. But look at what Atlanta has done, a 5-1 lead right now, but we have 2 runners on, 1 out. Let's do some damage here, Kendall. Ball's going to come in. It's going to be a low fastball. Tough to lay off of those cutters down low, but we laid off of it. Now we're sitting pretty with a 1-0 count now. Again, 1 out and 2 runners on, down 4 runs. This ball, woo, we almost won. That was incredibly close. Most people would tell you, again, like I said last game, don't swing in a 3-0 count. We are just not anybody. Kendall drills it to center field. That one's going to score. It looks like 1 run. Get the other runner over to third base. We're going to stop at first base. We could have had a double, but honestly, I just want to get a stolen base here, so we're going to relax. All right, Anthony Rizzo's up. We're going to try and get a stolen base here. We want to avoid the double play. Anthony Rizzo, just don't ground out into the double play. So Kendall goes to second base. Rizzo is going to pop one up 8,000 feet in the air. Looks like that should score the runner from third base, though, depending on his speed. The catcher in left field is going to get it. He's going to throw it over all the way to home plate. This is going to be a dribbler that is going to make its way into the third baseman, to the pitcher, and we get the run scored. So we've cut the lead down a little. Now Cole Scruggs is up. We want to go for a stolen base here. There's 2 outs. It's a full count, so absolutely we're running on this one. So Kendall goes for second base. This ball's in. It's going to be a low ball, and whoa, excuse me, they actually called that a strikeout? Really, Cole Scruggs? You're not going to swing? 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles. That's great and all, and we got an RBI if you remember the last inning, but honestly, I need to see some power from Kendall. We look at the score, and look at this. The Cubs have actually come back a little bit. So bottom of the 5th, nobody on, nobody out, and we're only down a single run. First pitch of the at-bat is inside. It's going to be jammed kind of on Kendall. Hits a power swing. Those ones deep. It's going back. Is anybody going to get to it? It is out of the ballpark, ladies and gentlemen. We wanted to see some power from Kendall King. He goes deep with the solo shot to tie this ball game up. We enter the inning at 5-4. We're going to leave the inning at least at 5-5. Hopefully the rest of our team can get a couple of runs though. So again, this solo shot from Kendall, 413 feet. The power swing comes in handy there, and we've tied this ball game up all at 5. Now Kendall is back up. What a game for him so far. The home run, 2 singles, and 2 RBIs. This dude has been a legend so far in the playoffs. He is the best player in baseball. He showed it by winning the MVP, and he's showing it again here in the postseason as we now enjoy an 8-5 lead. Now Kendall's going to rip one over to the first baseman, and well, you can't just be perfect, Kendall. I get it. He grounds out to first base, and that's going to get it first out of the inning. Now Kendall is back up 3 for 4 on the day after that ground out to the first baseline. Let's do what we did kind of in the first 3 at-bats, not so much in that 4th at-bat. We've extended our lead. Now it's 9-5. What a rally so far from the Cubs. I got a runner on. Kendall's going to waste his showtime swing. We definitely panicked there. So Kendall's now in a dicey situation. 2 strikes, nobody out, 1 runner on. And that's completely thrown in the dirt there. Ooh, the runner actually made his way over to third base and is actually going to be safe. I'm okay with that. Look at Mr. Perry getting third base. Kendall has worked his way into a 3-2 count now with the runner on third base and nobody out. So the deciding pitch is coming in. It's going to be there, and Kendall splits to the right field. Please be safe. What a legend. That one is going to be fair. Excuse me, not safe, but fair. Kendall moves to second base, a stand-up double there. He gets the runner in, and another RBI for the Sultan of Spot, your boy Kendall King, whatever you want to call him. He is a legend today in the playoffs. Now, Anthony Rizzo's up as we have a 10-5 lead with nobody out. This is exactly what we were looking for today. So Kendall's going to try to swipe third base. Rizzo is going to lift one to deep right field. Kendall's going to get back because that's probably going to be caught. And yeah, we're right on that one. It's going to be caught, and we're going to hold ourselves at second base. Now here comes Cole Scruggs on the game. He's 0 for 4 and just hasn't really been great. Remember last game he struck out. We were on third base. So we're going to try and swipe third here. Cole Scruggs is going to hit a dribbler over to the second baseman. Second baseman makes a play to first. Kendall is now on third base with 2 outs. Still a chance to score and increase this lead. And here comes Jeffrey Mosher. Pretty good last game. Can he be good again today? A 1-2 count, 2 outs, and Kendall's on third. Mr. Mosher's going to hit a knuckler out to right field, and I have a good feeling that was going to be caught. And that feeling was pretty much correct. So that is going to seal the deal. We're going to walk in here with a 2-0 lead against the Atlanta Braves. We were the best team in the regular season, and so far in the playoffs, we have absolutely shown that we are the best team out there, and we're gunning for that World Series.